Today we talked to Sam Altman, the co-founder and CEO of OpenAI, the company behind the meteorically successful ChatGPT that was released in November last year. Mr. Altman was in Melbourne for the last stop on his international tour since the launch of the popular AI app. We talked about Australia and artificial intelligence, and this comes right in the middle of the 8-week consultation period for AI regulation that the government has put forward.
I think Australia is like a super important player in the region, in the world. I would be surprised if Australia does not build great AI companies. That seems like to me very unlikely.
Yeah.
And even just like the number of people that you could like this very rough sense by the number of like emails you get the day before you go somewhere saying like, can I meet you to tell you about my AI company? Yeah. Certainly a lot here. Yeah. All of these issues, how to think about Australia, how Australia can benefit from what's happening right now, how to think about mitigating the short-term issues we see of the current systems, and then also longer term, how to think about how we're going to get to this like good global outcome as the technology gets very powerful. I think it's going to be like very hard to write down like, here is every potential harm, the level that it's at, what you have to do to mitigate it. And one thing a lot of people have said is, well, maybe we need new agencies in different countries, given the speed with which this is moving, so that we can write the principles, but then have the like exact limits and tests evolve over time. And I think that as we're trying to tier out these harms, I think that could make sense. I think this idea, like one example is, you should know if the content you're looking at or if the thing you're interacting with is an AI or generated by an AI. Like that's something that we strongly agree with, that I understand Australia is thinking about too. That's why I think this idea of thinking about an agency-based approach that can be dynamic as we see how people are actually using these systems and where the harms or potential harms are coming may make more sense than trying to write it all into one regulation that's got to last 30 years. I don't think all countries will agree on how the systems of today should be used and how you think about this issue of bias or disinformation. I don't think we'll all come together on that, but that's okay. When people first started thinking about these systems, they said, like a friendly AI chatbot, no problem, that's very low risk. I think we're now seeing that can be one of the highest risk categories. If you think about the ability for persuasion of the latest systems to be used to sort of influence someone. And I think that, in most people's risk-based tiers, that was like low, minimal risk. And now I think there's new research out saying, well, we got to reconsider that.